What screams I am very smart? Saying the smarter sounding word for something when it isn't necessary. Sometimes I like to use big words so that I look more photosynthesis. Can I say watching Rick and Morty, or is that meme dead now? Ah yes, Richard and Mortimer, a show in which you require approximately 200 egg to properly enjoy. Rick et Mortimer. Buying food based on price per weight rather than the size of the packaging and assuming that bigger comes with better value. What's wrong with buying by the pound? Nothing, it's a very smart thing to do. Neil deGrasse Tyson, pushed off a bridge? He'll probably mention that it is not falling that kills you, but the sudden stop at the floor ground. Edit, it has been a while since English being my second language was obvious. Oh well. Who else reads that in his voice when they brag about their IQ? Most smart people I know don't really care. My brother-in-law took the Myers-Briggs personality test and kept bragging that he had the top 1% personality. The test does not rank personalities. It probably said that only 1% of people have that same personality. Which is a good thing. I definitely do not want a personality as shitty as his to be more common. Greater than which is a good thing not for him, it means he's a completely off-the-wall, socially incompatible anomaly, basically an utter moron or an utter sociopath, or both. Jimmy Neutron when nobody is around. Sodium chloride. Ussless chaps. Chaps are ussless. The other things are called pants. I call them chaps when you wear jeans/pants underneath, they become arseless chaps when you remove those jeans/pants/undies. Same item, but adding arseless lets others know what's going on that night. Smile. Top comments on r/AskScience and r/Explain like Heme5. Greater than r/Explain like Heme5, it's when they use the most overly complex, non-understandable, obtuse explanation they possibly can purely as it includes literally every technical term related to the question and you just think, why have you written this? Because mods don't punish them, unlike people who actually attempt to dumb something down to a 5-year-old level, because that's actually explicitly against the posted rules in the sidebar. Using your IQ as an argument to validate your point. Just recently I saw an argument on Twitter and the one person was like, I have an IQ of 130. That's in the top 2% of humanity. It's pretty clear who is right here. Gosh. I hate those people. Yeah, you can totally be smarter than someone else, and still be wrong. Source, experience. Intelligence isn't knowledge, and the ability to reason is not the same thing as training to perform a task. I tutor middle and high schoolers, so my answer is them. Khaki pants and a bowl cut. Shit, I dated that guy for a minute. He got some kind of engineering degree when he was like 19, managed to retire at 40, became an RN, then took a $15/hour job he didn't need, where he constantly told everyone about his degrees and drove an $80,000 BMW. He was like a very confused robot. I want very badly for this to become a television show. Does my cousin count? He loves to scream it. Posting a comment that is nothing but a link to /r/yam very smart. r/yam very smart. Super genius confirmed. Having a sister who is named Rivertam. Buenos dias fuckboy. Actually smart? Nothing screams that. Thinking of the 3 smartest people I know, my wife, my best friend, and another really close friend/former roommate, they keep things really low-key, but they have this aura that they really know what they're talking about. But being smart also doesn't define them. They're comfortable with that part of themselves. Negatively? People who try way too hard to act like they know everything. It's okay. No one knows everything. You don't have to be an authority on the 100 Years' War and leptons, just pulling those out of thin air. Learning stuff is cool. Also, anything they don't know is dumb and irrelevant. So they are the authority on everything that matters. The smartest of the people that I know have the following traits: actually think before speaking. Doesn't mind explaining anything multiple times. Shy away when someone comments on his/her intelligence. They are humble and always recognizes their mistakes. There are probably more, but that's what I can point out right now. Add-on: actively try to help people. Most smart people want to make others around them smarter and are willing to help make that happen. Idiots who think they're smart want to maintain that feeling of superiority, so they make everything as confusing and complex as possible while emphasizing that anyone who doesn't understand must obviously be an idiot. Honestly, the kid in class who asks a question that's not on topic just to show off to the class how much he knows. TBH, when I was in school I constantly used to ask my teachers unusual questions related to what we were learning because I was genuinely curious. This is why people get bored of school, because there is no exploration of knowledge, just following the damn trail. I can't remember what it was I asked, but I remember my teacher going, "That's an A-level question," and after gritting my teeth for the 100th time I just snapped and said, "Okay, can I have an A-level answer?" She sent me out the room. Top-notch response there. Not accepting when they're wrong or don't know something. A truly smart person will accept when they're wrong or if they need help understanding something. Source: I'm an idiot surrounded by smart people. One thing that really burns me up is when people call you an idiot for being wrong. Rub your nose in it. I think this is why many hesitate to admit fault, for fear of the backlash it will cause. To err is to be human, to learn from it is to grow. Pity those who would ridicule, it exposes their own shortcomings and insecurities. My friends who barely passed basic high school math and science, talking about quantum physics and other subjects that are way over the heads of 98% of the population, because they read Neil deGrasse Tyson's Astrophysical for Dummies books or whatever they're called, and are suddenly experts, listening instead of trying to talk all the time. This is the biggest one for me. Truly intelligent individuals don't feel the need to justify it by talking all the time, and understand that active listening usually leads to better conversation and learning. I also need to learn to do this more. Go on, ear. Screaming, I am very smart. Hashtag I am very smart. This guy seems to know what he's talking about. Szechuan sauce. r/ruined by the fandom. I was gonna comment I wish that were a thing, but then someone's gonna suggest I be the change I want to see, but I don't wanna, so I'm going to lampshade the whole thing and call it a day. Solving Rubik's Cubes. I learned to do it in a day and I'm an idiot. It's just memorizing patterns and when to do them. Movie make you believe that people who solve Rubik's Cubes are some kind of intellectual prodigy, but it's just building up the muscle memory. Yeah, I mean they're literally child toys. People who needlessly use complex vocabulary to describe simple things. For example, using sodium chloride instead of salt. Dihydrogen monoxide, that one is fun for fooling people into signing petitions, however. Someone who isn't. Oh. So irony, but with more screaming. Proclaiming you're a very stable genius. A license plate that says 180 IQ. Classic sneakers. Me when someone doubts my smartness. Let me just take the time to cogniciously recognize your intelligences. Fuck, I even googled cogniciously to see what it meant. I am not smart. Wearing glasses when you don't need them. Unironically, being able to learn skills independently and apply them to whatever task you need to perform. Ironically, normally, I'd say overconfidence or one-upping, but I've seen this in really smart people too, but any hint of pride about one's own ignorance is a solid indicator. Greater than and apply them to whatever task you need to perform. That is usually what really impresses me. I have a lot of interesting, but ultimately useless, knowledge. It's all well and good to know things, but to know how to use that knowledge to do something in fantastic. That, and being able to Google information and put it to good use immediately.